Hi everyone, welcome to Writer's Corner, the show where we tell you how to make your very own Writer's Corner. Just take a corner like this, add a little bit of water, and boom, you've got your very own Writer's Corner. But the real question is, can you do No. No, you can't. Jesus Christ, it is bright outside. I feel like I'm blistering. My skin is burning. That's why I'm an author. I stay inside. Actually, I'm Filipino-Irish, so half of me remains unscathed from the torture the sun inflicts upon me. I'm in the middle of moving, so we're actually signing on a house right now, which means that I'm staying in a small area with my family. We're staying at a relative's house, and I have to record outside because everybody's inside. So please bear with me while my life is in general chaos.
I'm an agent of chaos.
That being said, I commonly like to do videos that have some relevance for my life, which means today we'll be talking about how to deal with chaos in your life and what that means for you as a writer. Now, there are many forms that chaos may take, whether that's a sudden move that you weren't expecting, or maybe it's your family being really loud, kids being really needy. Whatever the case may be, it can be an external distraction that is keeping you from your passion, your love, your writing career. Or maybe it's some internal chaos that's going on, maybe you're depressed, maybe a recent show you got canceled, something like that that is causing you just a sheer amount of angst that is rivaled only by Caleb Shomo and Beartooth. And would you look at that? I got that. Awesome. And of course, people deal with chaos in different ways.
When your house is empty, they moved out, they moved on!
Now, there are those who say, hey, why is chaos or pressure a bad thing? I commonly perform best under those circumstances. That may be true, however, the reason may not be because you think. It's not that it's inspiring you to do in greater heights, but rather that you actually don't produce anything whenever you're not under pressure or chaos isn't spiraling your life out of control, but rather you don't produce anything, so the fact that you do produce something means that you perform better, because the thing that you have put out is better than the nothing you were putting out before. Many people say they perform best under pressure just because they're not doing anything if they're not under pressure, or if they aren't under chaos's rule, then they're not actually doing anything. So whenever the pressure is on and the chaos wheel is a-spinning, then they think that, oh, I perform best because I'm actually doing something.
Breathe with me!
And there are those who just completely break down whenever things don't go the right way. The best thing you can do is probably take a breath. Is just breathe. Just take a moment to center yourself. Whether that is reading a book, just taking a moment to meditate, play some violent video games, headbang it out, whatever you gotta do. Just take a moment to do what makes you happy before you jump right into the stuff that's not gonna make you happy. After you've taken a moment to calm yourself, you need to look at the things that you can control in your life. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I like to be in control of everything that's going on. I think my girlfriend has kind of picked up on that. And I like to focus on the things that I can control, being myself and my immediate surroundings. I have this tendency, whenever I move somewhere or I'm in a temporary situation, to not have my room organized. I like to center myself and then clean up my room so that way I don't freak out whenever I go in. And this may be helpful to you. You may want to maybe not clean up your room, but organize files on your computer, do a simple task like organize the pictures on your phone. You may want to actually make just a little bit of clutter if your room is too nice, spread out some post-it notes or make a storyboard or something. Something that allows you to retain and take back a little bit of the control that you may be losing. Of course, these things are to help you with your writing or the content that you're trying to produce, which means that you have to actually get to the writing part at some point.
I am the powers that be! I am Christ crucified!
Whenever I write new things, I compare it to my old content whenever I was writing regularly, and it just looks awful. God, it's so bad. So bad. But Noah, why is this useful if I can't even write in the first place? If you're struggling to actually begin your story or just to sit down and start writing, it can be helpful to remember that you are not alone in this endeavor. Many people go through the same things and they overcome it. So if anything, at least the odds are ever in your favor. Beyond that, all I can really recommend is just forcing yourself to write, to do the act of creation, to just sit down and type it out and really do nothing else but that, to just try and get your ideas down. If you're struggling with actually creating a chapter or a scene, try going smaller. So try just creating an outline of what's going to be going on, or if you can't write a chapter, try and write an actual scene. Or if you can't even outline, just create some ideas for what's going to be going on. Basically, you want to get your brain going. Ultimately, you need to be putting pen to paper or fingers to keyboard, whatever the case may be. My final tip for managing chaos and pressure in your life, at least for a short moment, in relation to your writing, is to write something fun. Whoa, oh my god, I never suspected that. I get it. Just saying that you should have fun writing does not necessarily mean that you're going to have fun writing. But I'm not saying, oh, just enjoy the act of writing. It's not that simple. What I am saying is to write something you enjoy. You may get to the point where whatever you're working on is not something that you like writing. It may not be something that you enjoy thinking about, or it takes you a long time to get back into it. What I'm saying is write something that you haven't worked on in a while, write something that may be easier for you, or write something that you have been thinking about a lot. You know, I have a lot of story ideas, and the one that I may be wanting to work on for my professional career, it may not just be popping the way that I need to. And while I don't condone working on multiple stories at once, it is helpful for me to occasionally write a scene or a separate chapter or something just in a different story to kind of feel how that's going to work out in the future. And it also gives me not just the chance to have fun with writing outside of the context of what other people are going to see and judge me by, but it also gives me the chance to see how well my story is actually going to play out and whether I'm going to enjoy writing it or not. Failing that, if you don't have something else that you really want to work on, or you're just incredibly stuck in that writer's block area, confined in your prison, yeah, you like that hand motion, don't you? Oh yeah. But if you are really struggling with even working on something new that you enjoy, it can be helpful to take a look at other people's writing and do some editing. You may be able to distinguish things that they're not doing correctly that can aid you in your writing, and you may take out your writing frustrations on them. Of course, you may have to edit your edits so they're not incredibly critical and apathetic, which I have no experience dealing with at all, none. But you may want to take a look at other friends' writing, see what they're doing, and it may end up inspiring you. I want to thank you all for dealing with this short, messy video filmed outside that probably has a lot of wind noise in it. I'm not even sure if my microphone was turned on, so gonna have a lot of fun in post. I appreciate all 20 of you that actually watch these videos, your supreme patience with me, and the fact that you continue to hop in and comment and view my videos, even despite the irregularity at which I upload. And I'm gonna try harder to not do that, to upload more regularly. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm gonna stop before this gets any worse. Thank you all, and continue to enjoy. And also buy the merch, guys. I'm just kidding. There's no merch. There's no merch here. No merch. Just books. You can get them on ArcStorm, and you know, the usual places like Amazon, and I'll sign them for you. So yeah. Well, this is awkward.